Hello viewers, welcome to my YouTube channel. Today in this video we will talk about top 10 richest countries in the world. However, before we start our countdown, we would appreciate it if you would subscribe to our YouTube channel and also press the bell icon. So, let's get started. Number 10. Brunei Darussalam. Hassan al-Bolkiah, the Sultan of Brunei, resides in this 1,788-room complex, which also features 57 bathrooms, a dining hall that can hold up to 5,000 visitors, a mosque that can hold 1,500 people, an air-conditioned stable for 200 polo horses, 5 swimming pools, and 18 elevators. His wealth, obtained from the vast oil and gas reserves of the nation, is believed to be $30 billion. Or almost 50 times that of Queen Elizabeth II of Britain. However, not everything in the Sultanate is rosy. Malnutrition is widespread in Brunei despite the monarch's riches and an on-paper per capita spending power of roughly $75,000. Number 9. United States. Did we mention that the tiniest nations are also the richest? That is obviously not the case with the United States, which managed to move up to the top 10 of the list in 2020 during the pandemic's early and deadliest phase, despite teetering on the brink for the most of the previous 2 decades. But did the epidemic actually make Americans richer? Depending on who you speak with, those in the top quintile of the population who made more than $60,000 annually were often able to continue working from home, saw the value of their stock assets increase, and furthermore got stimulus payments. Number 8. Norway. Oil has been the main source of energy for Norway's economy ever since significant offshore deposits were discovered in the late 1960s. Being the largest producer of petroleum in Western Europe, the nation has benefited from rising prices for many years. Until it didn't. Prices plummeted at the start of 2020, followed by the global pandemic, sending the krona into a free spiral. The Norwegian plummeted by 6.3% in the second quarter of that year, the most since the Second World War and maybe since then. The largest national wealth fund in the world, worth $1.2 trillion, is another resource Norwegians may always turn to when faced with economic difficulties. Number 7. UAE. These 3 industries, agriculture, fishing, and pearl trading, is to be the country's principal sources of revenue in the Persian Gulf. Then, in the 1950s, oil was discovered and everything changed. Today, the country's very cosmopolitan populace enjoys enormous affluence. Historic Islamic architecture coexists with glamorous shopping malls, and workers are drawn to the country by tax-free wages and year-round sunlight from all over the world. The economy of the United Arab Emirates is likewise diversifying more and more. Other than the hydrocarbon industry, which has historically dominated the economy, other industries include commerce, banking, tourism, and construction. Number 6. Switzerland. The bobsleigh, white chocolate, and of course the Swiss Army knife. But also the immersion blender, Velcro, LSD, and computer mice. These are only a few of the innovations that Switzerland has made, and the list is endless. However, today's 8.6 million person nation owes a large portion of its riches to the banking and insurance industries, tourism, as well as exports of goods including medicines, diamonds and precious metals, equipment, and precision instruments. Number 5. Macau. Many people gambled that Asia will soon overtake the United States as the richest country in the world a few years ago. Previously a province of the Portuguese Empire, this special administrative zone of the People's Republic of China has seen its riches increase at an astonishing rate since the gambling sector was liberalized in 2001. This little peninsula south of Hong Kong, which has a population of just over 600,000 and more than 40 casinos distributed across an area of around 30 square kilometers, has become a money-making engine. Simply said, things aren't what they once were. Macau has mostly relied on visitors from mainland China, Hong Kong, and Taiwan, while the international clientele has all but vanished. Number 4. Qatar. Qatar, which is wealthy in oil, is included among the top 10 richest nations in the world. Its established petroleum industry, which generates around 85% of its exports and 70% of its overall national revenue, drives its strong economy, which has been outperforming the rest of the globe. Despite having a tiny population of approximately 2.639 million, Qatar benefits economically from having a large oil resource. The oil industry has provided the nation with extra funds in recent years. Number 3. Ireland. Ireland, a country renowned for producing great authors and for having beautiful tourist destinations, has developed into one of the richest countries in the world. Thanks to its thriving economy, which is mostly fueled by commerce and investment especially, it has one of the greatest living standards in the whole globe. The GDP per person in Ireland has climbed by 6.1% to $77.67. Ireland's economic development continues to be the envy of other nations despite having peaked in 2008. The country is becoming an exporter of computer, electrical, and medical equipment thanks to the presence of foreign investors like Microsoft, Google, and Apple. Number 2. Singapore. With a GDP per capita of $98 to $55 in 2018, an increase of 4.4% from 2017, this cosmopolitan city-state of 5.612 million people is regarded as the richest country in Asia and fourth overall. Singapore's economy is currently expanding, mostly due to international commerce and investment. The biggest industries are finance, shipbuilding, and electronics. Singapore has earned its status as the most expensive nation in the world by seeing its economy grow by 3.9% just in the second quarter of 2018. Number 1. Luxembourg. Nevertheless, Luxembourg has fared better than most of its European neighbors in dealing with the epidemic. As a consequence, the Great Duchy's GDP increased to 6.8% in 2021 from 1.7% in 2020. However, things won't be as good this year. Growth is predicted to remain at 1.7%, as the repercussions of the Ukraine conflict, together with increasing energy and food costs, are predicted to affect consumer and corporate confidence and spending. So this was our today's video. I hope you all like this video. Don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe my channel, and also share it with your friends and family. We will be back soon with a new video. Till then, keep supporting and take care.